Hey guys, it's Linton here. So yesterday we saw the FOMC results come out, and they were actually positive for the S&P 500 and for the Nasdaq as well. We saw yet another day close above this 50% retracement level from the all-time high. So let's get into it and see what we're looking at now. So, what I want to draw our attention to is I think it's important to note that yesterday we mentioned this positive divergence that's taking place on both the momentum indicator and the RSI. Is that a given that there's going to be a turnaround now? No, but it is definitely a positive sign. We also saw yesterday print another very high volume day for a very, very small candle. And that tells me that there's a lot of bears present trying to keep the price above this 50% retracement level. I see that as very positive. Now, I want to drop down to a smaller time frame quickly and just have a look at something that I think could possibly be unfolding and it would be very interesting for us. So, looking at the 1 hour time frame, what is it that we can see here? Well, what I'm seeing as a possibility, now I'm not saying that this is granted, guys. So please take note of that I'm saying that this is a possibility. We've had this, sorry, let me just do this. We've had this formation. What does that look like to you? Correct, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So we could be seeing a head and shoulders pattern forming. That is very, very possible. If we zoom out a little bit, let me just do this. If we zoom out a little bit, maybe let's check if we can see it on the 4 hour time frame. Yes, we can. So a very bullish sign for the Nasdaq would be a head and shoulders pattern within a head and shoulders pattern. Now, let me explain to you what I mean there. And again, this is speculation. I want to stress the fact that this is speculation. We've got this all important, I've done it again. We've got this all important trend line coming down over here. Now, what do we need to see? We need to see the price break that trend line and give us some sort of confirmation that it is going up from there. Once we have that, we know, okay, we could be seeing a trend reversal back to the upside. Now, the interesting thing about yesterday's comments on the FOMC was that the rate hikes that are being priced in are actually coming down, which would definitely be positive. Although the hikes are still going to happen, I believe that they've already been priced into this big move down that we've seen on the Nasdaq. So if they priced in already and the hikes that are coming are already included in this price, is that good or bad for the Nasdaq? Well, I believe that's good, and it'll be good for the S&P 500 as well. But let's get back to this head and shoulders within the head and shoulders. So we looked on the 1 hour time frame and we said that this is a possible left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That'll give us a target area of around about there. Okay. So that would be very, very cool. That would take us back up to around about the 12,600 mark on the Nasdaq. But what would be even nicer is if this was the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder of another inverse head and shoulders. Okay, so we would have a smaller head and shoulders within a bigger one. So let me draw that out for you and what it would look like. So we would see this move here being a head and shoulders. Okay, then we would see the bigger move over here being another head and shoulders. And that would take us all the way back up to around about 13,500, which would be a really nice level to be at on the Nasdaq. And if we then go back to a bigger time frame, and we have a look at where that would put us in the greater scheme of things, let's see where 13,500 is sitting if we look at the bigger time frame. So 13,500 is at this level over here, which puts us right back at this very big supply zone. So we could well see exactly what I was mentioning yesterday is a move back up to this trend line, which would tie in with that target very much so. And what happens there will determine whether we go up or down from this point on. Do we see a move and a break to confirm that we are back in an uptrend, or do we see a reversal back down, which would probably see us hit this trend line again around about the 61.8% retracement level, and then a move to the upside from there. I'm leaning towards this setup at the moment. Let me just clear the screen here. I'm moving towards this kind of setup at the moment, and I believe that we are going to see something like that. It's not guaranteed, but at this point in time, we have a royal lot of buying pressure at this level that is trying to keep it above this retracement. And I believe that yesterday's FOMC was actually a positive for stocks, was a positive for the S&P 500, and that'll relay through into the Nasdaq shares as well. I really hope that helps with your trading, guys. If you enjoyed this analysis, remember to give this video a thumbs up. If you agree that the Nasdaq price has bottomed or is nearing a bottom and that we should see some relief, also give this video a thumbs up so that I can know how many of my YouTube followers agree with my analysis at this point in time. Have a great day, guys. Cheers.